Hi there. My name is Emilio Cantu, or Mr. Cantu, as my students would call me. I'm going to be teaching here at Brainfood Academy. I would love to have you as a student in my class. I received my formal training in music at the School of Music in Delmar Junior College in Corpus Christi, Texas. And my main instrument at the time was French horn. I performed about 2 years with the Corpus Christi Symphony, and years later with the Valley Symphony in Edinburgh, Texas. I taught for 7 years in two different school districts, where I directed an Estudiantina program, which is a serenade group with composed of mandolins, guitars, and a string bass, and vocals, of course. Living close to Mexico, because I live only about a mile away from the Rio Grande, many of my students are Hispanic. In 1982, I was hired to form the first mariachi program in my school district and in South Texas as a dropout prevention program. Now, this was the only high school mariachi program at the time. It was conducted as a class for credit. There may have been other groups, but they were not part of a class, okay? Not for credit. So, through the years, the program gained popularity and other schools started their programs as well. And today, a large majority of the high schools in the state of Texas have mariachi programs now. It's become like an integral part of and cultural awareness in the state of Texas. And it's now a part of the UIL, University Interscholastic League system. With help from my staff, I taught basic beginning guitar and other musical instruments. I taught for 37 years. In the beginning, there was no sheet music, so I had to transcribe the music so that the students could read, learn the music, memorize it, and then perform it. Mariachi is a product that lives in the hearts of Hispanics. It has a it has a brass section, which is the trumpets, its strings, the violins, the rhythm section, and the guitar and vihuela, and the bass guitar, the guitarra. It has all the elements of a mini orchestra with vocals as well. And I taught myself how to play the guitar, and I applied what I learned to my students. So I learned guitar. Learning guitar can be a slow going course, or it can be a fast one. It will depend on you. I start every student with just 2 chords, and with these 2 chords, you will be able to accompany a song right away. As soon as your fingers get used to moving back and forth, okay? If you wish to learn to play the guitar, you can learn as fast or as slow as you are able to. It'll be up to you, and you set the pace. The music practice, in music, practice makes perfect, okay? The more you practice, the better you get. If you put in the work, you will learn and get results. This is something I enjoy doing. I believe that every student that is willing to learn can learn if given the opportunity. There's so much untapped talent all around us. All we need to do is find people that are willing to share this knowledge with these students. Nothing gives me greater pleasure, and I feel very blessed to have been chosen to share this with others, and look forward to having you as a student in my class. The courses, at first, depending on enrollment, there will only be 1 class for the elective basic guitar and basic music theory. Later, classes may be added, depending on enrollment. The grades it'll be for mainly students from 7th through 12th grade. Music theory, it will consist of the basics of music, how and where music is written, starting out with the basic 5 lines and 4 spaces and what we call the staff. And this is where you learn to read notation, notes with the little circles and stems sticking out on the lines, placed on the lines and the spaces of the staff. So depending on the length of the lesson, you may be doing 2 or 3 lessons per class at a time. But as we move on, some of the classes lessons may be more challenging, and we might end up with just 1 or 2 lessons per class. We will always be reviewing and will to make you sure that you, the student, do not forget. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more you learn, and the better you get. The other course is the elective for basic guitar. Beginning guitar starts with learning the parts of the instrument, how to take care of it, upkeep, making sure that you don't leave it in the car somewhere where the sun can get to it and mess up the varnish on the instrument, and learning where to place your fingers and all that. Later on, we'll be showing you how to change a broken string and how to string your instrument. One of the most important things about in the beginning is you're going to have to learn how to tune your own instrument. Very important, because people like to hear good sounds, not bad sounds. Okay, so we have to make sure that all the strings are in tune. Basically, you will start with just 2 chords, like I said, with nylon strings on the guitar. I do not recommend steel strings or steel string guitars for beginners. Steel strings can cut in the fingertips, and in many cases, it can discourage the student. So later on, when the calluses form on the tips of the fingertips, the student, if the student wants to do a switch, they can switch. But in the beginning, we're going to be using nylon strings. Okay. Once you can move your fingertips back and forth, more chords will be added in different keys and different time signatures, like 2/4, 3/4, or 4/4. And as you progress, more chords will be added in different musical keys and songs to go along with these chords. Okay. So if you feel that we will make a good teacher-student relationship, join in my class. Use the link below to sign up for my class or classes. I cannot wait to get to know you and share the joy of learning with you. Until then, bye for now.